Hey everyone, let's talk about something that's super important but often gets overlooked: forklift servicing. It's so easy to see it as just another expense, another chore. But honestly, a smart servicing plan is one of the best things you can do for your business. It's about protecting your equipment, your people, and yeah, your wallet. So let's get into how you can make it a real asset.
Here's how we're going to break it down. First step, we'll tackle why this is something you just can't ignore. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of what servicing actually means. After that, we'll build out a simple playbook you can use. And to wrap it all up, we'll talk about who you should be calling to get the job done right.
All right, let's kick things off with the big why. The real trick here is to shift your mindset. Stop thinking about maintenance as just a cost. It's not. It's a critical investment in your entire operation.
Look, I get it. When you're staring at a budget, servicing can really feel like a place where you could, cut a few corners.
You're probably asking, is all this time and money really worth it?
The answer is a huge, resounding yes. And it's because all these benefits are linked. You start with compliance, making sure you're following the rules. That right there protects your machine, your asset. And that saves you a ton of cash on those big, nasty surprise repairs. More importantly, it makes the workplace safer for everyone. And the cherry on top? When it's time to sell, a well-cared-for machine is going to get you a much better price. See? It all connects.
Okay, so the why is pretty clear, but what are we actually talking about when we say servicing? What does it really look like day to day and year to year? Let's break it down.
The whole game is built around this one core idea: preventative maintenance. This is not about scrambling to fix things after they break. No way. This is about having a plan, a schedule, to keep them from breaking in the first place. This is the secret sauce for a forklift that works better and lasts longer.
The best way to think about maintenance is like a rhythm. It starts with those quick daily checks, the stuff an operator should do before they even start the engine. Then, layered on top of that, you have a formal, professional service about every 200 hours of use. And holding it all together is that one massive, deep dive examination that happens every single year. Each one has a different job, but they're all vital. So, digging in a little deeper, you've got these different checks for different times. There's the one you do right after you buy the machine, just to make sure you got what you paid for. Then there's the daily before use check, which is all about immediate safety. But the two we really need to zoom in on are the regular safety checks and, especially, the lifting capacity inspections. That's where we get to the real heart of what a forklift does.
And this is the big one, folks. The lifting capacity inspection is all about answering one simple question: can this machine still safely lift what it's supposed to? It's a serious deep dive that really has three essential parts.
Part one is all about the load handling device, basically everything that actually touches the load. We're not just talking about a quick glance at the forks here. No, a pro is looking for tiny microscopic stress fractures or bends that you'd never see, things that could cause a total failure under weight. They're checking that the movement is smooth, and they're looking hard at any attachments, because a bad clamp can throw the whole machine off balance. A problem here is an immediate red flag.
Next up, part two, the elevating section. This is the muscle of the machine. It means going over the lift chains link by link, looking for any signs of stretching or wear, which are huge warning signs. The hydraulic system gets checked not just for leaks, but for tiny drops in pressure that signal a problem deep inside. And every single weld and bolt on that mast gets inspected, because that's where all the stress goes when a load is way up high.
And finally, part three is the propulsion system, everything that moves the forklift and keeps it stable. This is so critical. Worn brakes on a ramp with a heavy load, that's a disaster waiting to happen. A battery dying mid-lift is no joke. A loose counterweight could cause a tip-over. And bad tires can make the entire machine unstable. This part makes sure the forklift isn't just safe to lift, but safe to move.
For anyone in the UK, here's the absolute perfect way to think about that big annual examination. It's basically an MOT, but for your forklift. It's that same non-negotiable, legally required inspection that says, yep, this thing is safe to use for another year. As soon as you think of it like that, it just clicks, doesn't it?
Okay, we've covered the why and the what. Now for the really important part, your playbook. This is about turning all that information into an actual, simple routine.
If you remember just one number from this entire explainer, please make it this one: 200 hours. That is the magic number. That's the standard time between professional services. Track your hours, set a reminder on your phone, whatever you have to do, just stick to it.
And here's something you can do yourself that makes a world of difference.
clean it properly. Seriously, think of it as a mini inspection. Step 1, get rid of all the built-up dust and grime because that stuff can hide cracks and cause overheating. Step 2, give it a real wash to get rid of anything corrosive. And step 3, pro tip, always work from the top down. That way you're not washing dirt back onto parts you just cleaned. Simple, right?
This all brings us to our final and maybe most important section. While the daily checks and the cleaning are up to the operator, there comes a point where you just have to call in the professionals.
Why? It's simple. A trained professional sees things you would just walk right past. When you try to do complex maintenance without that expertise, you're not just risking a bad job. You're risking a serious malfunction that could lead to a critical failure and get somebody badly hurt. This is one area where trying to save a few bucks is just not worth the risk. So, we end up right back where we started, but with a whole new perspective. After all this, you really have to ask yourself, based on what you're doing right now, is your forklift a powerful asset that helps drive your business? Or is it a ticking liability, just waiting to cause a huge problem? The great news is, the choice is entirely yours to make. Thanks for tuning in.